Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the On Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of On Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Last night, the 3 candidates vying for Ward 1 in the Annapolis City Council had a debate at Metropolitan Kitchen and Lounge. Ellie Tierney, incumbent Joe Budge, and Republican challenger Larry Clausen went at it and discussed economic vitality of downtown Annapolis, funding priorities for the city, and, of course, parking. The debate was presented by the Inner West Street Business Association and lasted about 90 minutes. If you'd like to listen to the full debate, we made a crab cake of it over at the Maryland Crabs podcast. Head over to themarylandcrabs.com. As expected, the Prince George's County State's Attorney, Angela Alsobrook, has announced that she will pursue the maximum sentence for Sean Urbanski, a Severna Park resident who has been accused of the stabbing death of Richard Wilbur Collins at the University of Maryland in College Park back in May. Urbanski is being held without bond. According to a spokesman in the Prince George's County State's Attorney's Office, the reason the state's attorney made this sentencing decision was that this was an unprovoked attack. This was someone who, for no apparent reason, walked up to another person and stabbed him in the chest. Also, Brooks feels that this deserves the harshest possible penalty if Mr. Urbanski is convicted of first-degree murder. While authorities in Texas are grappling with the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, County Executive Steve Shue is asking all residents and employees of the county to contribute what they can. Yesterday afternoon in a Facebook Live session, the county executive encouraged all employees and residents to contribute money to Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. The storm currently has claimed 39 lives. Joining Shue in the video was Jason Marshall, the executive director of the Southern Maryland chapter of the American Red Cross Greater Chesapeake region, with whom the county has partnered. According to Marshall, right now about 30,000 people have been displaced and they are in shelters. They've been doing quite a bit here in Maryland, and they have sent about 116 people down to help out, including paid staff and volunteers. Marshall said the biggest need is monetary donations, as it allows people to get whatever items they need. The Red Cross is not accepting donations of any material goods because of logistical issues. The county executive did not stipulate that you needed to donate through the American Red Cross, but just request that everybody contribute as best they can afford. Several businesses are helping out the cause as well. Maryland Performance Diesel out of Glen Burnie is sending employees to the area to deliver food and supplies. 2 enclosed trailers will be driven more than 1,200 miles to deliver those donations. Here in Annapolis, Fleet Feet Sports at their new location in the Harbor Center has also been collecting gently worn sneakers and socks and new athletic apparel at the store, and will continue to collect that through September 15th. Do you have some chops? Can you hack it on American Idol? If so, get in line on Tuesday from 9 to 5 at the Westfield Annapolis Mall outside of the Lord & Taylor department store, where producers from American Idol will be looking in Annapolis for the talent for the 2018 season of the popular show, which has moved from Fox over to ABC. Producers are suggesting that you go online to register to audition as opposed to just going and waiting in line, because there is only a limited amount of time that they can look at people. They suggest that you dress your best, leave any kind of political statements and brands off of your t-shirts, smile, have fun. You have to be between 15 and 28 years of age, and if you're under 18, you must have a parent or guardian accompany you. You can go to ionannapolis.net. We do have a post on there about the event, along with a link for where you can pre-register to audition.
If you're looking for local sports, it's right here, right now, on the On Annapolis Daily News Brief.
And since it is September, it's football season. And Navy football kicks off this weekend against Florida Atlantic University, with Zach Abey leading the charge. Navy's home opener will be September 9th against Tulane.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
All right, hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. Let's get right into the forecast. To sum it up in 2 words for the Labor Day weekend for Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, roller coaster. The rest of today for Annapolis, upper 60s, lower 70s, clouds in the mix all day, showers headed toward the region from the south-southwest later this afternoon or tonight. Overnight tonight, upper 50s or lower 60s, with rain becoming more and more likely, so be sure to take a pullover or an umbrella if you head out to the Orioles-Blue Jays game tonight at Camden Yards. Tomorrow, another cool, gray, rainy day on the whole for Annapolis and even for the beaches of the Delmarva, with possible small craft advisory conditions on the bay into Sunday morning. But conditions will start to rally Sunday morning, giving the area sunshine Sunday along with temps in the 70s, followed by near-perfect conditions on Labor Day Monday with sun and temps in the 80s. One other thing, we're tracking Hurricane Irma out in the Atlantic for any potential impacts on the east coast of the United States, somewhere in the September 10th through 15th timeframe, so stay tuned for updates on that. Okay, that's it for us today. Be sure to download the free DMV Weather app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store by searching for DC MDVA Weather, and also follow us 24/7, 365 on social media or on our website at dmvweather.com. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Whatever the weather, have fun out there and be safe.
The Eye on Annapolis Daily is possible in part because of the incredibly generous support of Ram's Head On Stage. Ram's Head, where every seat is less than 48 feet from the stage, brings more than 400 concerts a year right here to Annapolis. To wet your whistle, check out some of these upcoming shows. Pablo Cruz on September 7th, Carla Bonoff on the 13th. Dennis DeYoung and the Music of Styx is playing at Maryland Hall on the 13th. And yes, Ram's Head does bring shows to the Maryland Hall all the time. And the one that I am most looking forward to, Randy Newman, yes, Short People, on September 21st, also at Maryland Hall. Tickets are still available, and you can get yours at ramsheadonstage.com, or if you want to go old school, head on down to their box office. Ram's Head is located in the heart of beautiful downtown Annapolis at 33 West Street. For a guaranteed great night out on the town, ramsheadonstage.com.
Need to make plans for the weekend? We got you covered. Here are our top picks. Be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net to sign up for the events newsletter with a listing of all the upcoming area events.
Hey there, now that we've got our own podcast, I wanted to resurrect my weekend things to do, which I used to do on WRNR before I got canned from there, so here it is. Tomorrow, up in Martin State Airport, you can fly an authentic B-17 bomber called the Madras Maiden. I took this flight last Monday, and it was amazing. Tomorrow and Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Martin State Airport, so it is about a 45-minute drive away. You can tour the bomber, you can get in, climb around it, see the cockpit, the tail gunner, everything else. It's really an incredible piece of history. And if you want to fork over the bucks, you can actually take it up on a flight. The flights are $450 per person. Very expensive, but I'm thinking it's very worth it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Check it out. You can find out more information at libertyfoundation.org. And they fly these things all around the country 42 weeks a year. You can go back to our Facebook page, All Annapolis. I did do a video when I was up on it on Monday. Really incredible. I highly recommend it, even if you just go to climb around and see the machine. Also this weekend, all weekend, the Appaloosa Festival. And this is a little bit far away as well. This is about 90 minutes outside of the area. Chill out in the Shenandoah foothills with a roots and sort of a Celtic music festival. Scythian, Eddie from Ohio, who's also going to be playing Ram's Head a little bit later this weekend, I believe. Cajun Country Revival, and many, many more are going to be there at the AppaloosaFestival.com. Tickets are still available. Speaking of the Ram's Head, Sister Hazel will be playing an all-ages show, which is a rarity at Ram's Head On Stage, at 1 p.m. on Saturday. And see if anybody is listening to this podcast. I have a pair of tickets here. Be the first person to email me at info@eyeonannapolis.net, and I will make sure that a pair of tickets to the suite seats are waiting for you at the box office. Sunday, it is September, and it is also the first Sunday of September, so that means it is the first Sunday Arts Festival, which will get underway at noon on West Street in Annapolis. West Street will be closed between Calvert and Church Circle. Have all the vendors out there, all of the bands. Always a good time out there on West Street at First Sunday Arts Festival. But they're going to muck it up a little bit more this year because the Annapolis Elks Club is having their annual Labor Day Parade, which will start at 3 p.m. That, again, typical parade route starts around Maryland Hall up there at the Circle and comes down. It will stop at Calvert Street, and it will take a left at Calvert Street. Sunday will be a great day to be downtown in Annapolis there for First Sunday Arts as well as the parade. Monday is Labor Day. Relax, chill, and you might want to start your chillin' with a SUP dance party. Go figure. Is there nothing that can't be done anymore on a stand-up paddleboard? I don't know. It goes from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Capitol SUP on Boucher Avenue, and you can find out more details on the stand-up dance party at capitalsup.com. Check them out and find out all the different programs that they have. And that will do it for the weekend.
Thanks for listening to the On Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, onannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.